councillors have expressed their frustration this lunchtime that questions relating to the sale of council-owned land in Bridlington have not been answered. Following a BBC Look North investigation into the sale of the land occupied by Bridlington Golf Club, the East Riding of Yorkshire Council Audit Committee met today to scrutinise the decision. Well, Caroline Bilton was in the meeting and joins me now. Caroline, remind us of the background to this.
Well, my investigation related to the sale of council-owned land in Bridlington, occupied by Bridlington Golf Club. They lease 116 acres from the local authority. We were shown minutes of an extraordinary general meeting held at the golf club in 2014, which suggested that the council was selling the 116 acres to the golf club for £750,000, and then 3.5 acres would then be sold to a developer for £1.65 million by the golf club. It was claimed in my report that the land was being sold at less than its market value and that best value had not been sought for the council taxpayers of East Yorkshire. It was something that the council strongly denied.
And Caroline, what happened at the Audit Committee meeting today?
Well, from the outset, the chairman, Councillor Hogan, said that they were there to look at the process, not to challenge any decision. The head of Legal and Democratic Services, Matthew Buckley, told the committee of the process that had been followed. As to why the land had not been placed on the open market, he said there was no legal obligation to do so and that it was not realistic to put it on the open market because of conditions set out in the lease agreement. As to the valuation of the land, it said it sought advice from its own in-house surveyor and that the government's own valuation office agency had been asked for their opinion. Mr Buckley was adamant that best value had been sought and procedures had been followed. But Councillor Ros Jump, who called for the Audit Committee to look at this item on the agenda today, said there are still questions that need answering.
A lot of words were spoken, but there was very little substance. I can write to the Chief Executive with the remainder of my questions to hopefully eventually get an answer. That's if the Chief Exec decides to engage in a dialogue with me, because sometimes officers say enough is enough, we've exchanged too many letters, so they draw a line.
Well, I spoke to Alan Menzies, the Director of Planning and Economic Regeneration, after the meeting and asked him about these questions that still needed answering. He told me he is not aware of any other process to answer any other questions about this. The Audit Committee was told by John Reid, the Valuation and Estates Manager, that the sale is yet to be completed in Bridlington. They are still in discussion with the golf club, but the terms will be put again to the district valuer to confirm whether they represent best value. Joe.
Caroline, thank you very much.